Hi, everybody. My name is Rita Crompton. I'm also known as the Inventor Lady, and I am sorry that we are late. YouTube has changed their technology and no longer allows me to do live shared videos. So ask me how frustrated I am. Very. All right. So our topic for today is, why did all those inventors go to DC last week? Pretty straightforward: to defend inventors' rights. And while I am really sorry that the majority of you who are looking at this aren't going to be able to find it, at least we are out there somewhere. So please share the video with your friends, other inventors you know. If you've got anybody in an inventor group, shoot it out there for us, because this is really important. We were there lobbying on Capitol Hill all day Wednesday. We went to see as many congressmen and senators as we could in an 8-hour period. Man, did my feet hurt when we got done. Josh Malone was kind of our lead. Randy Landrineau was also there. These two gentlemen have been working tirelessly to defend inventors' rights. And if you want to see the full story, it is available on Amazon. It's called Invalidated. Costs about $2 unless you've got Amazon Prime. It's free. But by all means, take a look, and it will really explain to you what we are trying to do. And we're going to need your help. We're going to start putting out kind of a call list. One of the things that we learned is that, oh, hang on there. Okay. One of the things we learned is phone calls these days are what they really listen to. They will check how many phone calls did you get on this issue and say, I got 10, I got, whatever. So phone calls, that's the big deal these days. So when you're looking at helping out, we will give you talking points. It will be, yes, one phone call a week. But like they said, if they get 10 phone calls a day from the people in their voting district that are all on the same topic, they pay attention. So what we're trying to do is light a fire under everybody. What is happening is that when the America Invents Act went into full swing several years ago, it inadvertently opened a back door. And this back door has allowed large companies to come in and infringe on an inventor's and independent inventors' intellectual property. And what they do is they go into the PTAB office, file an objection to the patent, and they ask then this office of the USPTO to invalidate the patent. 90% of the cases that are brought are invalidated. The patents are invalidated. That should just make your blood boil. So what we're looking for now is to have Congress close the back door. And the USPTO, they know that this is going on. They want it fixed too. They know that the future of their jobs depend on keeping independent inventors alive and well and filing their intellectual property. And it's even in the Constitution, and we'll put some of this online, is that your rights, when you've been given the patent, you own that. You own it. So when people, companies, bad guys come in and infringe on your intellectual property, they're stealing it. They're stealing your intellectual property that you've been given a right to. So this is important stuff. And, we really need you to, we need you to be out there fighting with us. We need you to help us lead the charge. We are looking for thousands of inventors to call all of their congressmen and, really help us get the word out there. So again, Josh Malone is the inventor of Bunch of Balloons. If you've ever had kids, grandkids, kids, anybody that you are filling water balloons for, this was the coolest thing. Fill 100 balloons in 60 seconds. I love it because now when I've got my grandsons over, I'm not filling a bunch of balloons while they're throwing them at me. Gives me equal ammunition, so to speak. He was infringed on 3 times by the same company. Now, he had licensed his intellectual property to this toy company, and they helped him fight the battle. So for an independent inventor, Josh will be the first one to tell you, if he hadn't licensed his intellectual property, he would never have been able to fight this and win. Right. But now he's moved his family, his 8 kids, and himself to DC to fight this battle. They are putting together a bill. We were on the Hill looking for a lead on this bill. We need a Democrat and a Republican. They're working on the writing, on the language of it. It is not complicated. All right. The problem is that companies who infringe on it, they're not really punished, and they can go into the PTAB office and ask for it to be invalidated. So we're looking for three things basically, but two really important ones. Close the back door, all right, and make the punishment fit the crime. This is grand theft that they're doing. They are stealing your intellectual property. And when, a company is hit with a judgment of $1 million, but they made 20 on it, there's no real incentive for them to not do it again. Josh was infringed on by the same company 3 times before they finally won. So we want the penalty to fit the crime. If the company made 20 million on it, then their punishment is greater than 20 million. There's got to be a big enough slap on the wrist so that they realize they shouldn't be doing this. All right. So they can't keep making money and stealing people's intellectual property. Not every inventor, has licensed. There were dozens of inventors there who have had this story happen to them. The big thing to keep in mind is the numbers. All right. When the patents are issued and you, the inventor, go to market, and when you start making money and now someone infringes on you, 90% of those that make it to the PTAB office, and it's the petition for trials and appeal board. There we go. Got the PTAB. Patent Trials and Appeal Board is where they're going to get these patents invalidated. And then you don't even own the intellectual property anymore because another office of the USPTO said, oh, we made a mistake. You didn't really own this intellectual property. Well, now you can't file in district court for an infringement because somebody at the USPTO office said, oh, you didn't really own that. We made a mistake. Well, you can't have it both ways. You can't have an examiner saying, oh, here, Mr. Inventor, you own this intellectual property for 20 years, and another office saying, oh, no, you don't. It's one or the other. So we want them to get it straight, and they need Congress to say, these are the rules. This is what we have to follow, because they're following the rules. And it was an inadvertent mistake that was made in that first bill that opened the back door. So inventors, you will be hearing more about this. Tomorrow we're talking about money. And one of the sessions, a couple of the sessions over the last week at the USPTO was about funding available for inventors. So we're going to figure out the technology part on our side. Tomorrow we're talking about what were those options and what's the new big boy on the block. So join me tomorrow. Sorry for the technical issues today, and we'll get this on track.
Okay, here's what we'll do.
What a freaking disaster. My Instagram didn't even go live till halfway through.
Oh, listen, this is what we'll do from now on. I can't help